welcome back to Radio Free Utobitha. This is Rhonda, and I'm coming to you live with special guest star, best friend Tabitha.
It's good to be here, Rhonda. It's been a great week.
It really has been, and a busy one. We've both been really getting to know some long-time members of the Commonwealth.
Intimately.
We've also confirmed sightings of one or more of the creepy robot synths.
Terrifying.
And we've overcome a popular breakfast cereal in our pursuit of the most dangerous baby in the Commonwealth, Tabitha Jr.
Just saying the name brings shivers down my spine.
Furthermore, today we will also talk all about the Brotherhood and ask the question, why the heck are those guys even here?
It can only ever be a bad thing.
And make sure you stick it out till the end of the show, as we have an important announcement to make regarding the channel.
It's not that important, Rhonda.
Sorry, a barely important announcement will come later on. Anyways, we have another wonderful show in store for you. Any personal highlights of the week, best friend Tabitha?
Oh, it has to be the absolute revenge, for sure.
I agree. Nothing quite compares.
Though, I do admit, the revenge is soured by the continued mockery that we must endure at the hands of our baby nemesis, Tabitha Jr.
Isn't that always the way? We'll have more after this. Oh my God, this is Sue, of Sue the Wasteland. The Wasteland totally sucks. You're worth more than that. That's why you should sue it. Sue the Wasteland makes sure you get the compensation you so desperately desire. Have you been bit by stuff? You need Sue. Have you experienced radiation poisoning that wasn't your fault? You need Sue. Were you indoctrinated into some kind of paramilitary order who don't respect your privacy? You need Sue. Sue the Wasteland. It's Sue, but for you. We're back. So last week we left you all with us hot on the tail of our nemesis, Tabitha Jr.
We certainly were, Rhonda.
Well, we have a new exciting development to reveal to you all. Way back when we were in the ghastly cryopod, where we saw our second favorite human of all time, Nora, brutally murdered.
We still miss you, Nora.
Well, when we were there, we got a pretty good look at the human responsible.
Well, the human who had obviously been hired by little Tabitha Jr.
Yes, of course. So, Tabitha Jr.'s henchman was this bald, husky little man who looked like cheese, leather, cigarettes, and urine had a baby.
Slimy.
Well, after some thorough investigation work, which included but was not limited to shaking down the mayor, delving into a smelly apartment, and following the ever-useful nose of Meatdog, we found ourselves with a name. Kellogg.
Like the cereal?
I'm not sure that's canonical, Tabitha.
Oh, I see.
What's more is we now had a location to investigate. Fort Hagen.
For which we have the bloodhound instincts of Meatdog to thank. Good boy.
That better not be another one of the pretenders you're feeding him.
I would
place out, and then what?
Well, the whole fort had been rigged up with booby traps and was being patrolled by those creepy synth things.
How terrible! Did we manage to break through the defenses?
Of course we did! Utobithian diplomacy is legendary.
And so?
They're all dead or deactivated.
As it should be. And what of King Cheesy Cornflake?
Well, we killed him the most. Split him off into little bits. Put them lots of places. Lot of wiring inside. Figures, really.
And so King Kellogg was dead. Will this scupper our plans to find our nemesis? Find out after the break.
Welcome to Chiesta's Funhouse. Chiesta's Funhouse is the largest wandering theme park touring the wasteland now. It's the healthy dose of crazy for all of the family. Stand beside the circular seesaws of fun. Ooh, take a ride on Mr. Fuzzy Wuzzykins, our resident behemoth. Let us pickle your toes. Slide down the 10-mile stretch of oil-soaked piping whilst carrying sparklers. Guess the weight of the yaoguai whilst you are in an unsupervised room with them. Stroke the impossible beard of Ghoulbeard, even if he doesn't want you to. It's the magical experience for all of the family, where you definitely might not die. You can even get a photograph with the real, genuine Chester the Jester for just 418.5 caps. It's a magical place. You're on your way there. Everyone there has turned into a bear. Just this one house, just this one house. Rated R.
You know, Rhonda, I could really go for a Sunset Sarsaparilla right now.
The woes that the Commonwealth will never even know it has. Anyways, welcome back. So, before the break, we were talking about the extraordinary lengths we will go to track down and defeat our nemesis, little baby Tabitha Jr. And we have this message for if they are listening.
We are coming for you, you traitor!
So, as I understand it then, we should make it absolutely clear that the brutal killing and dismembering of Kellogg hasn't hindered our search for you at all.
No, he told us everything.
He did?
Don't let on, Rhonda. They're listening.
No, of course. Moving on, we made another unwelcome discovery this week, didn't we?
Are you talking about the Brotherhood?
Yes, I am talking about the Brotherhood. Your thoughts?
Well, so long as they stay out of our way, which I realize they are unlikely to do, then we will still have no problem with them whatsoever. However, if the intolerant metal men decide to start swinging their stolen technologies around, then we may just need to send an anonymous tip to the two-headed bear people.
Oh! Or we could take them out ourselves.
If necessary, but we, and I must stress this, we are willing to live and let live. Can you say the same?
So, to reiterate, Brotherhood of Steel, fly the heck away. Now, moving on, I'd like to take a moment to ask best friend Tabitha here what her future plans involve.
Ask away.
Oh, what do your future plans involve?
I'm glad you asked, Rhonda, as we have multiple exciting things in the works. However, I'm afraid I'll be keeping fairly tight-lipped on the specific subjects for now.
Any hints?
Well, one includes friendship and the wonderful folk of the Mojave Desert.
And the other?
The other may very well be, and don't quote me on this, a theatrical retelling of the story of the Master.
Oh, goody! We love the Master!
Don't we all?
Well, they sound like absolute crowd pleasers. I'm sure we're all very much looking forward to seeing what the heck either of those vague promises amounts to.
It's all experimental.
And if you have any opinions on things you'd like to see in the future, would you please inundate us with it in the comments? Now, to close the show today, we have a special message from one of our sponsors. So, before all of that, we'd like to say thank you for listening. And make sure you like this video and subscribe to us as well.
Rest assured, the sponsors in question paid us the full chest of emeralds up front this time, in order to secure the whole back end of the advertising space.
Also, any questions you may have can go in the comments, and we'll make sure to come to them in a later episode.
Provided they are nice.
Yes, provided they are. Anyways, goodbye for now, and we leave you today with this.
Mr. Smithkins, please, come out with your hands up! This is Andy Smithkins. They're all around me. I can't get out. This is the end, my disciples. I will ascend with the meat. Oh, Mama. Oh, Papa. Oh, meat dragon. Shall I ever see your face? We have you surrounded! Surrender peacefully, and you will go unharmed! I'm holding a dead man's switch. I'm gonna take as many of these bastards with me as I can.